Greetings, traders. Good morning and welcome to the Day Traders Action for Wednesday. Well, big Wednesday here, and everything's opening up as far as the contraction in the market, like the ridiculous scene we saw yesterday. This is telling me that we can be a little more aggressive today, so I'm going to go pretty much full on today to look for trade signals. And just as a reminder to you that we only trade the first hour, maybe hour and a half of the session. The only time that would change is if I do have a drawdown and we get knocked out in a couple of the trades, which is very possible. This is futures trading. If we have a drawdown, I'm going to keep trading, and so should you as a member of our room, unless you're in the initial training stages. Keep trading, and I'll get the points back, and we'll go on to bigger stuff. Now, I'm hoping that, of course, that won't happen, but, you can't. Hoping and wishing and all that goofy stuff doesn't help you in futures trading. I just go in and follow my system. That's what you can trust me to do. And sometimes the riggers and the whipsaw is going to knock us out on some of these trades. But ideally, we'll march right up to, the ideal trading day is 3 to 5, 6 winning trades in a row. Come on. It's almost impossible, but it's very possible with us, and that's going to be what we're going to attempt to do. So I'll get you going here in a minute. Let's just watch for a minute. I want to see what the reaction to this downside here is. The Dow's starting to slip a little bit. This inflation report, again, like always, is just a bunch of hype. All nothing. They used the doctored report yesterday to jack up the markets, 408 points, totally fake. I did an elaborate presentation on that, and I did record it, so if you want to watch that again, if you can handle the truth, go over to my YouTube channel and you'll see the last posted video was a recording of that. We did have one trade yesterday that we did in the midst of that, and we got $1,180 on that, 15 points, $295 per contract. We always measure it based on 4 contracts because that's what's unique about our room. We're trying to give you a practical way to run a business working with me as your partner, sitting at your trading desk every day to make $200,000 a year. It's very simple. That's our business plan. To do that, we need to get you up to 4 contracts. If you don't want to do that, or that number scares you or anything like that, then just work your way up to 2 contracts and just hang out with that for a while. Then maybe after 6 months you can move it up to 3 or 4. But if you follow our systematic approach, you should be able to build up to 16,000 or 4,000 margin per 1 NQ, trading 4 contracts in your account in a short period of time. All right, with that in mind, let's do the risk disclosure statement. Yes, Calvin, I understand. And you're brand new to the room, you'll get used to it. Just trade, just follow our system, write down the trades for the first 2 or 3 sessions, then go on your simulator for 1 week and work really hard to get very close to my signals, exits and entries, and then gradually move to 1 lot, and then we'll get you out of that 1 lot syndrome you've been stuck in forever, and you haven't been making money, so now you're going to make money with us. And that should excite you, but you need some time. If you're admitting you're scared, that's a good sign, because maybe you're a little bit new to futures trading, but whatever. Don't worry about it. Just relax, follow our system. So today's going to be weird and interesting, like all these rigger days are. They're still going to keep trying to goose the Dow up, and I've explained elaborately, like I said yesterday. So watch that video on YouTube if you want to see that. I'll be posting more videos as we move forward in our business here. It's a whole new thing we're going to be doing. So before we get started, let's read the risk disclosure statement and realize that futures trading is risky, and only risk capital should be used for trading. Risk capital is defined right here as money that can be lost, completely lost, without jeopardizing your financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading in the Day Traders Action Room. And again, for those maybe a little less experienced futures traders coming in and feeling some fear, the only way to overcome, either squash the fear or the fear is going to squash you. And the way to do that is just take the trade signals. You're starting out new, you have zero risk, you're just watching and writing down the trades for 2 to 3 days, and after that a week, or if you need 2 weeks on your simulator, do that till you build up your confidence. Just follow the trades, don't speculate. When I get in the trade, don't speculate. If I say hold the trade, oh, I'm gonna get out, don't play games with me here. I'm here to help you, so just follow what we do. So far, again, they tried to pull this stunt that this goofy report was a big deal today. So they're jacking the markets up as usual on Globex, and then this whole just nonsense, it's okay. We don't care. We're just here to make money. We don't care. So now they're systematically coming down as the Dow is fading too. So both a good sign, again, should be opening up the market for us here. So stay ready. We're going to start trading any minute here. So, okay, here we go. I will alert you of an impending trade signal. So stay ready and listen carefully to what I say. Listen to my commentary, but mainly just be ready to trade. Stay calm. Just calm down. It's not a big deal. You're not going to lose a lot of money. Even if we have a drawdown, we'll get it all back. So that's the first rule. Keep trading if we have a drawdown. Don't go crybaby on me. You're in the room. You're supposed to follow exactly what I say. Going crybaby doesn't help anything. Just stay with the program. I don't expect to have a drawdown, but that can happen. You have to be completely aware of that. Now, when I call it a trade, I'll give you a specific price, or I'll say go to the market. It'll either be like a limit order. Like yesterday, our one trade, I said they dropped and they wiggled around. I said, okay, we want to short 81. All we care about is the last 4 digits. You're not looking at the whole number or anything, just the last 4 digits. And they hit 81. You get your short on either on a limit order entry or just go to the market. Otherwise, I'll say go short at the market, go long at the market, and then I will try to pick the trade that I think everybody should have been able to get. Take that trade, not what you got, but take that trade and add 12 points to it. An easy way to do that is if I say we're short at 81, just go 81, 91, 92, 93 in your head. It's a real fast way to do it. And then move your bracket or however you're putting on your stop, move that to 93. Now, I may try to cut the trade sometimes before the stop gets hit, but don't expect it every day and stop worrying about stops. You're just running off your old past memories and experience. This is a whole new thing for you. You're going to start making money now. So you just have to recondition yourself for that, and I'll help you do that. So I'll give you the goal of the trade and the approximate price. Some will be 8 to 10 points. Now we're looking for bigger blasts in the, I would say, the 13 to 20 point area on most of these trades. Some will go bigger if I can hold and the thing really blasts, but we're not looking for the big move. Oh, there were so many more points you could have got. Forget all that crap. We're still scalpers, but I'm just getting bigger tickets now because my system has changed somewhat. But I'll give you the number, and just like yesterday, if I say, okay, we're short at 81, I'm looking for a move of 65, and I say, yeah, I think 65 is a number. They went to 65 half, but the idea is if I say we're short and we're looking for 65, then that means 66 or lower. Always add a point to that. In some cases 2 points, but I'll usually be able to tell you in advance. Just want to get them out, make the money, and then we'll go on to the next trade. We'll do a lot of trades today, so you'll get a good chance to do that. Okay, so that's the scoop. Trading is no big deal for us. It's a routine. All right, let's see what we got here. Good morning, everyone, and thank you again for your nice Good morning wishes and let's have a good morning. With that in mind, here we go. So let's see what we got. They're flying all over the place here. Just as an update, keep in mind they lost 2,000. Let's see, I got the all updated for this month. The Dow lost 2,311 points. The big recovery that they really artificially tried to push yesterday with that 408 point stunt, that was just, and I called it from the minute we opened. I said, look at these people. And they jacked it up, and then they stagnated it. There was very few pullbacks until later in the day. It got a little bit more, but ultimately they just kept jacking it up. Still net 935 Dow points this month short. So much for the recovery. Recovery means they would have gotten the 2,371 points back. That's a recovery. That's just back to break even. So them calling it a recovery like they did on the news media. I called all this in advance, and you saw it before your own eyes how the fraud media went in there and just played their game. So good for them. We don't care. So let's see what we got here, and we'll start trading here in a minute. Let me get my charts adjusted, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here. Okay, mostly trading today, less commentary. The spell has been broken a little bit. They're still going to try to jack up the Dow. If the Dow starts pulling back below the zero, the riggers will come in and start goosing the NASDAQ up, because the NASDAQ's sinking right now. And that's whatever, good for it, you know? That's what it should be doing. The whole thing should be sinking. This is a bearish, inflationary, recession-type market. And they're just trying to promote their new communist candidates. And these people are the worst, most disgusting level of communists we've ever seen. And I don't know how this can happen in America, but it's because we didn't pay attention. I've been talking about this in the room for 7-8 years, warning people, especially the last 5 years, and everybody just stays asleep. You know, sleep means you don't tell your neighbors, you don't share what you learn from me with people who matter, because you're gone. You know, if the whole thing goes down and everything goes into chaos, you're going to need your neighbors. You're going to have to get together and defend yourselves. We'll see what happens here. Right now we're just going to trade. Doesn't really matter. Let the world dry up and go away. So as you know, we have our measures each day, which is the opening range. That's these two thick white lines here and the red dashed dotted line in the center. This light colored orange line, which I knew at some point would be a key number. It's an older number, but you can see how it held back the action so far today, this thick orange line. So that's another key marker that we're watching. We have the opening range with this orange line in the upper half of the center of the top. Prices dipped down under the opening range, and if you recall from yesterday, under the institutional bias line. That's this yellow dashed dotted line. Below the institutional level line is going to draw in bearish type trading or sellers. Above is going to tend to draw in buyers. If they're above it and they come down and test it, they may test it like here, bounce back. But if they lose it, they're going to, and then retest, they're going to generally sink lower, and you can see them doing that right now. This in conjunction with our, what I call the core bias line, which is this blue line. And you can see how accurate that is as well. So based on that, they're now sinking lower. Is this that famous? Oh no, we put this in yesterday. I put this line in yesterday just on a whim. I said this is probably going to be an interesting pivot to watch. And sure enough, they goosed it up from there when they were trying to pull off this phony stunt of getting the market up. They're still doing it. They're still pushing the Dow up, even though the NAS is sinking. Anyway, so we'll keep an eye on this dotted line. Maybe this will end up being some kind of support in here. The problem is the NAS is down and they got this Dow up. Now if we look at the high 5 here, composite is flat. The Dow is flat too, but it's up 0.17, 0.15 on the transportation index. Everything's relatively flat. And the banking index is just up 0.22. Surprised it's not giving the NAS a little more lift, but we don't really care. All right, let's stay ready here. I'm watching for a long trade now, so stay ready here. And stay ready, we're gonna go long pretty soon here. Let's go ahead and go long right here at the market, long at 64 average price, or 84, looking for 84 to jump up to the 900 handle, or we might get stopped out. So put your stop in 84 minus 12 and stay ready to jump out here. But I'm looking for 84 to jump up to the 900 handle. Let's see if we can get 84 to jump up. Oh, the games are being played here. Let's see if we can get 84 to jump up to the 900 handle. I'm trying to get 84 to jump up to the 900 handle here. We got to get them above 90. We got to smoke 95 out of the way. Maybe we can get it up there. Look at the games being played here. Let's see if we can get going here. Long at 84, looking for them to jump above 95 and ideally run them up to the 900 handle. Be patient. Let's see what happens here. 84 minus 12. You just got to do the math. 84 would be 74 minus 2, 72. So stay ready to jump out. Stopped out. Nope, still in. 72.5 was the low. Let's try again to goose this thing up if we can here. They should be able to lift them up to the 900 handle. But we almost hit our stop at 72.5, but 72 is the stop. Hang on. Let's see if we can get this thing going above 90 and look for them to goose them up above 90 and try to jam this thing up to the 900 handle. Hang on, trying to get them up to that 900 handle, therefore 99 or better. Trying to get them up to 99 or better, but seeking that 900 handle. Look at the games being played. They're just all full of bullshit right now here. Let's go ahead and exit this trade at the market. 78. So it's just a bunch of BS here. We were long at 84. And I cut the trade short. We got him out at 78 for a small loss. I don't know why they didn't jump. It just, yesterday they're so full of all that, and now they're having a problem. Okay, so that's minus 4 and 2, minus 6 points. Small loss, no big deal. So put that minus 6 in your third column there. What a stupid bunch of idiocy. Anyway, they are bearish. They're under the institutional level line and the core bias line. I had the signals for a buy. I still do. So I'm going to try again on the buy side here. Let's go ahead and go long here at the market. 82 long. 82 long, looking for move up to 102, 902, ideally a 20-point move. 82 long, looking for an upside move here up to the 900 handle. I still like the 900 handle, but they're just getting really full of it here rather than jumping like they're all jumpy yesterday, but today you can't get even a bounce out of it. Looking for a move up to the 900 handle. Look at this stupid scammy crap. Why don't they were jamming the thing to the moon yesterday and now they can't even get them going. Let's get them up to the 900 handle here. We're almost there. Hang on, 99 or better. 99 or better. Using the surround of 1 point rule there. Okay, they just went to 98.75. That's just Murphy's Law. That's another story. That idiot Murphy. There's 99.
Order filled.
We got the 99s there. The 900 handle also showed up. And I think they can go a lot higher from here, but we don't really care. We're just glad we got that second trade was a winner. We bought them at 84. We bought them at 84. The goal So put 84 with an arrow pointing up. The goal was the 900 handle minus 1 point using the surrounder rule, which would have been 99. So 84 to 99 plus 15 points. So we got a nice whopper trade there. 15 points. We're down 6 on the first one. 15 minus 6 is plus 9. So now we're up 9 points on the day. So run an arrow through the plus 6 in the third column there. Showing you everything, even teaching you exactly how to write them down. Run an arrow through the 6. All you're showing is the 2 trades now. Glad we got out. They're really struggling to bounce. Now, I can understand, but when, again, that's why I did that elaborate discussion yesterday and the stunt that I saw Wall Street playing with that doctored, I think it's doctored, I think they're all doctored. That's a whole, I could do a whole seminar on that, and there's a website that's been around for 20 years putting real, what the real, a real brilliant mathematician and economist, and I can't remember the name of the site, but I got it on here somewhere, but it's all very heady stuff, not stuff for us in the room. We just care about the hard, cold cash. That's what we care about, the cash, that's right. Okay, so 2 trades so far, looking at trade number 3. And again, I thought they could push them higher, and they did. They got them all the way up to 908 handle. But still a somewhat weaker kind of market here, kind of weird. So let's see under the core bias line here, if they move back under 91, and with the institutional level line, I don't know if they're going to rebound or not. They might. Doesn't matter. But right now we're just watching for the market's next move here. Plus they're in what I call the danger zone, which is a current number at 19, or at the 924, sorry, 19,024. 24 is a danger zone. They're in the danger zone now, and that's why they're experiencing these bouts of weakness. Still, I got a successful long trade here. The riggers normally, when they're in the danger zone, they're going to try to goose the market up and lift it out of that. But they got a lot of work to do to get them above the institutional line up here at 58. Let's see if we can get them going here. Overall, I think they're going to have to sink a little bit lower, but we've got a mixed bag here on the short-term bias, and I'm not going to fade against that just yet. Let's see what they do here. Anyway, just relax. If you want to, just put on some really soft, quiet bossa nova music in the background. That's what I do. It's peppy music, but it's oceans and beaches, and the music just go along. It's very easy music, just something. I can send you some links if you want to, but real quiet in the background. Don't have it blasted in your phones. Just put it in the way, just a whisper in the background. And you'll hear that on my YouTube videos too. You'll hear it playing. It doesn't capture it in the GoToWebinar because I'm using my headphones and you can't hear it through my headphones. So all the sound, everything's good. I'm double checking. And thanks for joining our room here. They're going to try to boost this thing up again, it looks like. I'm going to stand aside and wait a little, even though I think this should boost. It's acting weird today, so I'm really not super excited to jump in here. And all the time whenever I trade, even if we're more aggressive, doesn't mean we're going to take more risk. We're just going to trade more, trade the signals. But I just follow my system, you know. It's enough just to do that. I think they can boost this thing up, and I said that a minute ago, and there they go. Let's see where, if I would have had a signal, it would have been at 04, so you can see it would have produced a nice buy trade there. And again, they're marching them up towards the 19,021 handle up here is the danger zone. So as long as they're below that number in the danger zone, the market's susceptible to taking downside hits. Usually the riggers come in here and they try to jack it up over the danger zone. That's their first idea, get it out of the danger zone. If they can pull that off, then they may try to ramp it up to the institutional line. It's a big stretch though, so from 21, 23 up here, odds are they're gonna sink back lower. That's what I'm just seeing here. Probably the odds are that they're gonna take a hit on the downside again here. So let's watch for that, but be willing to let the riggers come in here and do their usual routine, which is to jack the markets up. They're always never on the sell side, they're always jacking up the buy side. Okay, there's that hit I'm talking about here. Stay ready for a possible short here anytime. Stay ready. Hold on a second here, we're gonna go for it if we get it. Let's take a chance here and let's go ahead. Still waiting. Still not the underlying bias is still a little bit bullish, so I'm waiting. If they can knock out the 19,000 handle, we may get a hit on the downside. Stay ready to go short anytime. Just waiting for my next signal. When I get that, we'll short. Before I get that, we won't short. We'll just wait. We won't necessarily go long, although they might try to hyperjack it up. They're still working on that 19 level, trying to get it out of the danger zone. I think they're going to take a hit on the sell side though, so stay ready. Go ahead and go short at the market here. We're going to take a chance and short the 19,000 level. Get them out at 80 or lower, 82 or lower. 82's out. Nice big
order
trade
filled.
There. Perfect timing and called an 82. We said to get them out, and you can see the low here. See, whenever they blast like that, don't think, oh, they're going lower, and don't try to outthink me. When they blast, that's when we look to get out, but I have the parameters. Now we shorted 84. I'm going to use 83, or not 83, I'm sorry, that's where we got out at 80. Remember I said 82 or lower when they blasted down there. 80 was the goal. They went 81 and a quarter. I said get them out at 82 or lower. So we shorted. I got, when I said go short at the market, I click on my time and sales so I have an accurate record, at least at the entry. The exit is usually different because I'm giving you exact exit, was 19,001. What we'll do, and I'll just lower that by a point to 19,000. In other words, 0.00. We'll lower it to that just to make sure. Everybody should have got that, but you got to be ready when I say get ready for a short. Say go short at the market, boom. Don't hesitate, hit your button. Don't try to get them higher. Don't play games. Don't use your old ideas. Just follow my system. 19,000, because usually these are going to be blastaroos like we saw, and the goal was 80 or 20 points lower, and when they blasted right down there, thank you, Mr. Market, and thanks for our State Traders Action system, I said get them out at 82 or lower. And I often do that when I'm looking for an even handle exit like this one here. Now, they ended up jamming that low a little more. They got them down to 75. I could care less about that. Could care less. I don't care if they go 40 points lower. Makes no difference to me. All I wanted was that jam from 2,000 or 19,000, 19,000 to down to 80. And that first blast took them right down to 81. And I said 82, so that gave us plus 18 points. So we were up 9, we lost 6 on the first trade. I cut the stop a little because they were playing games trying to get them up higher. We went long again at 84, which is the same original price we went long at. We got a 15-point move. That put us up 9. and we just got 18 points. So 9 plus 18, so we're up 27 points at this point. Now I know already that's a huge whopper paycheck. And I'm not going to suggest you stop. I said we're going to be a little more aggressive today and go after some more trades. Now this one here, I'm looking for a buy trade here. So let's see if we can get a little, you know what, let's wait on this one because my bias indicators, see I trade within a micro bias that I read, which is slightly higher than my exact chart bias. So this should be a buy here, but I'm going to stand aside because it's too tight and it may fail. So I'm watching right. The buy would be at 03 there on that slight pullback. We just got to 04. So I'd say under 04 would be the trade, but don't take it because I think the way the bias is set up, it could flip saw around here. Maybe they'll shoot them up to, you know, the moon or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. They're working on this danger zone, which is at 14 right now. Danger zone's at 14. So the riggers are trying desperately to blast it through 14 to get it out of the danger zone and push their upside down. They're still doing the rig that they really went nuts on yesterday. It's so sickening. But again, I did a lengthy video on that explaining everything in advance. I was even showing you here they're going to rig them up here. And so, and I stayed on there. I don't have any proof that BlackRock is doing all this or that they have a big rigger operation. I know they do. In my mind, I've been tracking these people for 10 years. But I like to say, I don't know. I don't have any proof because it's a fact. But when how can I call the markets following my understanding of all this and say, okay, they're going to now jack them up here, et cetera, like they did yesterday. And I didn't even want to trade yesterday. We took the one trade. How would I know that unless my observations were correct? But it doesn't matter. Okay, so here they are literally failing at the danger zone, which I told you was at 14. So you can see they're trying to jam it. I'll just mark it real quick and then we'll get rid of the line. You can see they're trying to jam it through that and failing. Coming right up to it, triple tapping it, quadruple, triple tapping it, and then smashing lower again. So that's why I'm not trading them right now. So that rule I have about the bias being too squished together, too tight, means there's going to be what I call flip saw. You know what whipsaw is, right? Whipsawing around and all that. Like that first trade we got stopped on, they're whipsawing all over the place, and then they finally tried to go to 72 again and bounce back. I got rid of them because of the flip saw, and the same thing's going on now. They should be heading lower here, but I'm just being a little bit cautious here. I don't care. See, I just follow my rules and system. Allows me to not care. I don't want to trade, and I don't care if they go down 30 points here, which they could care less. I can give a you know what. My system said the bias could be flipping, and yeah, they blasted them. I would have loved to catch it, and this is expected. I just mentioned that they could go down 30 points or so. So what? I didn't care. I probably should have taken the trade, no doubt, but doesn't matter. Where was the entry? It would have been somewhere around 91. So you can see 91, I said, if they go down 30, 40 points, I could care less. Look at 91, and they blasted 91 down to 51. So yikes, 40-point move. Doggone it, SHIT, etc., but who cares? I don't care. I don't even curse about it. I saw it, but my rules said wait. By the way, let's just do the math for fun. 27 points times $20 is $540 per contract. You with me? 3 trades at $5 all in round turn commission is what we measure it by. It's $15. We're just going to break it down to what one lot would be, and then we multiply it by 4. It's been our routine for many, many years. 540 minus 15, so a whopping net 5 1/4, $525, and then times 4, $2,100 so far on our trade signals. Well, look at that thing go. And I kind of forecasted it and, quote, should have taken the trade. But I told you my bias signals they weren't mixed. They were definitely on the bearish side, but they were squished together, and I just try to avoid them when they do that. But clearly I did forecast this, and I said it was expected, but I didn't care. I don't. Oh, big deal, we got a 30-point trade. Whoop-de-doo. You know, it's just another trade. But according to my approach, that could have got whipsawed again. The riggers could have tried to whipsaw it back and make another attempt. I'll color this red just so you understand it's the danger zone. I'm not going to push the danger zone here, but I'm going to kind of track it a little for us, just so you know. Currently at 11. It's going to move. It moves around, but not by much. Keep in mind, the riggers, when the danger zone approaches, they always have that in mind to try to rejack the market up, try to erase the danger zone, and then, of course, get them above the institutional level bias line here. And the core bias line, of course, too, is the start of everything. So it's just those 3 numbers: the core bias line, the institutional level line, and the opening range. Those are our daily numbers we watch. Opening range is not move, it just sits here permanently. It happens to have this thick orange line in which you saw was resistance. Now the question is, now that they're racing the Dow, be on high alert for them, because the riggers may come back now and try to hyperjack the Nas up to get that Dow back, especially if the Dow sinks more. They're probably going to come in and try to rejack the Dow up by jacking up the NASDAQ, which took a big hit here. So this is more proof of the games that the rigger played yesterday were a fraud. There's more proof. Why no follow through? If it was such a minor, it was a little bit less inflation, they thought, come on, that's so fake. That's not a reason to goose the market up 408 points on the Dow. What a stupid bunch of idiots, these riggers. Embarrassing people, you know. Anyway, we're going to watch here and see if we, okay, we're going to work the buy side here, hopefully on a pullback. Still a little mixed on the bias. Let's see what we got here. For now, we'll temporarily, not every day, but for now, we're going to monitor this danger zone as well. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can buy this thing. Trying to get him a little lower here. Okay, stay ready here. We're going to take a chance, and we're going to go ahead and buy him.
Order
here.
filled.
02, 62 is what I got. 62. Let's see if we can hyperjack 62 up to 75 or higher. Trying to get 62 up to 75 or higher. Just a small trade if we can get it. Hopefully we won't get whipsawed. 62 jamming up to 75 or higher. Let's get them up there if we can. They got the ingredients they need. Let's see if they can pull it off here. 62 jamming up to 75. Let's get them up there if we can. 62 jamming up to 75. They should be able to punch them up there. Let's get them going here. Trying to get them up to 75 and almost there. Oh, there it is. 75 just got hit. 74, 75, but you know the 1 point rule. Always remember that counts on every trade. We got long at 62, and I said get them out at 75. That means 74 or higher. And the high of the last deal is 74, 75. And that's futures trading for you. I mean, it is like
order filled.
And especially what we do in the room is ultra precision, because there's two elements. There's the fact that it's futures trading. Missed it by a tick, right? That's called Murphy's Law. There's this goofy guy named Dr. Murphy. That's what we call him in the room, Dr. Murphy. And his goal is to screw up every futures trader in the world. You know, your stop to exit was at 75, and they went to 74, 75, and then they backed off all the way down to 60 with the entry at 63. I'm kidding. There is no Dr. Murphy and there is no Murphy's Law, but I swear to God, you swear that guy exists. It's like you buy this brand new hammer at the Lowe's or the Home Depot, and it's like, man, that's such a beautiful hammer. Of course, you just bought it. It's all shiny and got a blue handle, and you put it on your workbench and you go, oh man, every time you go to your car in the garage and you see oh, look at that beautiful bitchin' new hammer. I can't wait to pound something with it. You know, that's what I bought it for. And you come out the next day, you go to get in your car and you look over at your hammer and it's not there. You call out one of your kids, Johnny, yeah, Dad, have you taken my new hammer? What new hammer? You got a new hammer? And you go, how much did it cost? In other words, the kid wants some money, you know. You go, never mind. And honey, your wife, have you seen my new hammer? What new hammer? Because they don't know you bought a new hammer. You're the one excited about it. They don't know. Anyway, danger zone. Murphy's Law. Where is the hammer? Was there for 2 days. Now it's just gone and nobody knows where it is. It's Murphy's Law. 91. Danger zone. So they did hyperjack it up here. And I don't care. We missed a little, but I don't care. But Murphy's Law came in there. Good old Murphy. Right at this first jam here. That's what I'm usually looking for, is the first jam. It was 74. So you're out at, we're going to show we're out at 74. So that was long at, hold on a second here. Excuse me a second, I got to figure out the mat. This goofy, there it is. Okay, we bought him at 63, and I said we wanted to get him out at 75, so we're going to show 74. 63 long, and now I raise it. I got 62, but we're going to raise it a point. 63 and out at 74 based on the 1 point rule. You probably got 74, maybe a couple ticks higher, but we don't waste time with the half ticks and the quarters. No. It's impossible math to figure out. So good job, you guys. We got 11 points on that. It just all adds to the deal. 27, so we're up 37 plus 38 points. I told you I was going to be more aggressive today. Not every day. Like yesterday was just a complete fraud. I didn't want to participate in that. It was too creepy. They weren't allowing any pullbacks, but I saw that one coming. We caught it. Caught the blasteroo on that. So up 2,100. I'm guessing we're up close to 3,000 for the day. See, after you get used to this, and this is why our system is why send me an email. I don't answer the chat room stuff because I can't. I don't sit and answer questions. But if you have questions, just send them by email. Then I can take time later when I'm done trading and send you what you are requesting, or like you want some links and stuff. But Mohan at Day Traders Action. These are fast trades, but what I'm saying, you're not going to trade 4 contracts in 2 weeks. It's not how it works. You're going to build up by taking a lot of my signals over time. And when you get up to $4,000 profit, don't go on a vacation. You stay there and add another contract. Again, these are market orders. When I say go long, you just have to be ready for the signal. Just relax if you're new. Don't worry about anything. Our whole system's designed to help you raise the fear, but you have to crush the fear, or the fear is going to crush you. And the way you crush it is knowing that you're confident from watching me trade for weeks and weeks and weeks, or sooner. But you know, a professional will watch me trade for a few days and go, oh man, this guy does know what he's doing. Even if I get stopped out 4 times in a row, sometimes things get screwball, you know. It can happen. It's not impossible. It's a little screwball right now here. But what I'm saying is that that's the way of our training system. Watch for 2 to 3 days. Write down the trades. Do not fail to do that. Get the pen to the paper. We need a physical connection to the trade. If you just sit there and watch and go, oh, wow, oh, it did this, did that. No. When I call and I say go long at the market, write that down immediately and get involved in the trade. Not simulator, not right away. Wait. Take your time, relax. 2 or 3 days of that, then you're going to have a lot of confidence. Like you're going to see me make these trades. You're going to listen to my commentary. Then go on the simulator after that and really work hard, and just make sure you're getting very close to what I call out. And that's where you're going to, the main practice will be on the simulator, where you get really used to just hitting your buy or sell button and then checking that price with what I'm giving. You'll see they're very close. I've not had many years, I've never had anybody complain, oh, your trades are far away from this or that. They don't complain because they're not. They're attainable. And even if you screwed up and you got in 1 or even 2 points away, just focus on the exit. Don't start going emotional and mental and cry, what I call crybaby. And oh, I'm 2 points away, and you start trying to adjust things. Just calm down, watch for my price that I want to get you out at, and get out at that price. So you have a little less than what in the end, but that's because you needed a little more practice. Now at that point you can just stick with the simulator, but if you've moved to 1 lot, stick with the 1 lot. Just, you're going to have to develop confidence and skill. That's why I just give you trade signals and work with you. I do all the work for you. You don't have to, quote, figure out the markets. I'm going to do that and hand you the winning trades. People all think they want to learn how to trade. It's going to take you 10 years to learn how to trade. You're not going to figure it out. It's going to take forever, and you might lose your relationship with your kids and your wife at that point if you're looking at charts all the time. It's not a part-time business and all that crap they try to promote on the internet to get you to buy their stuff. Work 10 minutes in the morning and make a fortune. It's a scam. It's a con game. We don't do that. So I'm going to sit here and give you the trades. Your skill is to step up and take the trades with very highly accurate precision, which that's why we have so many long-term members, and why I'm pushing the new thing of saying, treat us like a utility bill. You don't cancel your utility bill Best example is the electrical bill. That's powering all your house, your stuff. You don't cancel your electrical bill to go on a 2-week vacation. For God's sakes. It's probably about $149, $150 like our monthly cost. Keep our service on, and then when you get back, you can trade. Or if you're doing other things, just trade once a week or twice a week. Doesn't matter. We make a lot of money. Our utility bill, our electrical bill pays you, whereas the electrical companies keep gouging the prices up. All of them do. The cable companies, all of them. The only one you get a little more benefit is maybe the cable thing, but you can get these channels for $5 now with all hundreds of movies and all that. I'm just saying, try to take it a little bit serious. Leave our service on. And I don't need your money, by the way. I don't need to sell you anything. I'm just saying it wastes my time if you cancel and come back, or, cancel my service. Number one, it's your PayPal account. You manage your PayPal account, but if you cancel, I want you to know that to come back is not going to be that easy. I'm going to probably require you to pay for 3 to 4 months up front. I don't want a bunch of in and out crybabies. I'm doing this and that, or they're going back to their old job and all that crap. I don't have time for that. You're paying me to, a 33-year professional trader to come in and hand you $800 to $2,000 a day. All our ads have said that for years because that's what our average is. It's actually higher now since this month with my new approach to the markets. But there's no utility that pays you $800 to $2,000 a day. You see what I'm saying? No such thing. Well, you can see, because I do have the institutional level line here. Yes, they jacked them up there. I was taking a little mental break just to watch and see what they do. So you can see they goosed them above the danger zone, which is currently down at 92. They goosed them above the danger zone, ramped them up to the institutional level line, and they're trying to stick with that and get that Dow back up. See what I mean? They're just exactly what I said. When the Dow started going into the red, the riggers came in here. The Communist Federal Reserve, which has been a communist criminal organization since its inception back around 1920, somewhere down back then. It was never a legitimate organization. It's an offshore company. It's not an American company. So these criminals now have a very sophisticated internal rigging system. I call it the control grid, the communist control grid. I'm not talking about this recent infiltration of insane communism like Tampon Tim and all these geeks. Goofy Camelo, word salad, idiot. She's going to come out and give an economic report on Friday. I heard that and I went, oh no. She knows nothing about any of this stuff. It's just going to be a prepared teleprompter speech. And the point is, we're not interested in all that stuff. It's very toxic, especially lately. Everything is so toxic. The news, you watch it, it's just, the only word I can say is it's very loveless and very toxic. They're not telling the truth. They're lying about everything. It's all about agenda. And that unfortunately includes our markets, but we can still make a lot of money from them. There's no problem there. So I told you in advance when the NAS was sinking and the Dow was sinking, I said they're going to start goosing up the NASDAQ to try to lift that Dow back up. So far, feeble attempt, but you see that's why we trade NASDAQ, because the moves are very smooth and very big if you get on the right side. ES, YM and all that, totally different world. It's not as easy. Money can be made in those, but the NAS is so much better, for me at least. And you'll see for you too, like today. And you can see that's exactly what they did. I said that's the stunt they always pull. Yesterday was so off the rails. That's why I have that special video on my YouTube channel. Hope the communist YouTube doesn't try to, take it down or block it or something. I doubt it. Hey, I said in there, I just been doing this for 40 years. I don't have any proof of this. We'll see. I don't care. I'll take it down myself. I really don't care. So they're still pushing it because they got them above the institutional level line, so they're jolting it again, just like yesterday. They're jolting the NAS, trying to get the Dow back up. And it's a little overdone here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they start sinking back lower soon. Practice, practice, practice. Follow our system. Don't follow your own ideas. Otherwise, you blow yourself out and just wastes my time. Don't come in the room and do your own thing. Come in the room, follow our training. That's the first step. It's all spelled out on every briefing. Every briefing, it's written there in stone. It's not going to change. Just read it over if you miss something. Write down the trades. That way you have your own track record right in front of your eyes today. You're showing 4 trades, -6, +15, +18, +11, net 38 points. I'll do a quick math on that. I'm waiting for another trade here. 38 times 20. My God, we're up $760 and 4 trades is $20 commish. We're up $740 right now per contract. After commission times 4, $2,960. It's easy to do the math. I do it slow so all the new members can see what I'm doing. We're just breaking it down to one contract. That way you can multiply it by 2, by 3, by 4, by 6 for the 10 lotters, etc., etc. So once again, they're back to the communist rig system here. And we knew they were going to do this, but now they're not letting it pull back. It should be willing to pull back. Stay ready. I'm going to be watching for a short any time here. Maybe they're going to whipsaw us. But I think they know that it's a fraud. And yesterday, they pulled that little stunt yesterday, and it turned out to be a complete hoax. They got the Dow up and everything, but today was no big deal. Inflation is still there. It still needs to be dealt with. Stay ready to go short anytime here. Stay ready. Let's take a chance here pretty soon. Hold on. Still a little missing element here. They may keep trying to push it. That's a concern. I don't want to see them try to hyperjack this thing here. Let's see if we can get them to cooperate and back off a little from this artificial jamming here. If they get stuck up here or they start floundering or just if they try to drop the volume down, oh, right as I said that, did you see that? The minute I said that, histogram dropped from 1,200 down to 800. Let's see what kind of stunts they're going to pull here. If they're going to let it reverse, which they should, this is a ridiculous big ramp up, which I had forecast for you. I said they're going to do this to drag the Dow up. That's what they always do, the riggers. I've been watching them for decades. And I like to say on the YouTube and saying it again here, I don't have any proof that they have a rigging office or this and that, but I know they do, but I don't know. Nobody's ever seen it. They're not going to ever let anybody in there. But they do all the orders. They fill all the Federal Reserve's Treasury bills orders, these massive orders. They have like a monopoly on the business of that and the commissions of all that. See what I mean? Can't get short without all the full elements. Look at this. They're really pushing this thing now. It's pretty embarrassing, but that's what they're doing. They're just trying to get that Dow up for their narrative, but they still have a 935 point deficit on the Dow for this month for the recovery. A recovery is when you get a month like this month that was slammed, and then you get all those points back. That's not a recovery, that's back to break even. It's a recovery start. And then if the Dow goes up 2, 3, 4, 600, 800 points, now you got a recovery. And they kept promoting on the fake news I showed you. Every day they're running these recovery. There's no recovery. They've still got a 935 point deficit, minus 63, so 850 whatever. It's not a recovery. That's just them promoting that, not only for the advertisers on their news networks. They like to hear bullish, but it's to brainwash the public as well. They can get the public to buy. They don't care then if the rug gets pulled out. The public will get murdered on their stocks that they bought. They don't care about that, but it's getting the advertiser, everybody in. Okay, hold on. Hold on here. Trying to see if we can get them to make a sell-off. Way over jammed here. Look at them jamming them right up to that magenta line there. Let's see if they can back off and stop playing games. Let's see if we can get this thing to turn around on the sell side. It's going to be whipsaw when we do, so just be ready. We might get stopped out. These people are doing the same crap they were doing yesterday. Over jamming the NASDAQ, dragging the Dow back up, and then they're either going to refuse to let it pull back and then try to stall it off and drop that volume down to 500, and then we're pretty much out of trading unless we can get, if this can sell off, then we'll have a real market. But if they do that and they play the same games they did yesterday, which it looks like that's what they're starting to do, then we may have a little bit of trouble going forward here. Just means we won't be able to get the trade action we want. Stay ready for a short anytime. Okay, you with me? Stay ready. Stay ready for a short anytime. I'm going to have to go to the market on this thing. Hold on. Stay ready. A lot of games being played here. They're not letting them go so far. They should, but I don't know if they will or not. They've jacked it all this way up here, and just remember what they did yesterday. No pullbacks allowed. Stay ready. Let's go ahead and take a chance here. Hold on, he's still screwing around. Stay ready here. We're going to go short any second, I think. Look at him trying to hype it back up here. Just don't want to get caught in this rigor hoax. Looking like they're pulling the same crap they did yesterday. They're not letting it, first of all, sink into a sell trade. So maybe they're going to block the pullbacks for a while. I don't know. It's pretty disgusting. Same crap as yesterday. Do you see what I mean? I'm not trying to make you disgusted. We can still make a lot of money from the markets, but these cheaters, they control the markets completely practically on stuff like this, and there's no reason for this. There's nothing bullish, but they're trying to artificially promote it. And now on the, I don't know what the fake news says, but it'll have some headline with these goofy smiles of these puppet specialists and stuff that are on there, because they know they got them in. They're all licensed. If they say anything, this is a fake market. If they talk like I do, they'll pull their license, kick them out, and they'll never get a job on Wall Street. The control grid will come in and just, like they do in Hollywood, they'll just banish them. So, you know, it's very unfair. And they got that whitey-haired guy, he's been around forever. They get him out there and get his different expressions. They don't even need new photos. You just pull from the file. Get Whitey with a shocked look in his face with the market down, whatever, you know. I'm just trying to let you know. I'm trying to give you a new way to realize what's going on here. What I'm saying is what's really going on. These people they are not out to, they only care about themselves. Like I said, it's a good old boys club, you know, it's been around forever. But now it's weird. This is very toxic that they can run this up and we don't get any pullback. Eventually one will come, but the problem is we might get whipsawed on them. So you should be aware of that. If you want to stand aside right now, we're up $2,960. If you want to stand aside, listen to me what I'm saying. If you want to stand aside from here, might be a good idea, especially if you're brand new and you're just starting to work on one lot. It's probably better to stand aside here. I'm going to go short. Stay ready, but I'm just letting you know it might be a good idea to stand aside here. If you want, it's up to you, but I'm going to keep trading. And we may get stopped out of. These freaks don't want to let it go here. I'm waiting for it. There should be a pullback here. Remember the last one, we're working on one here, and look what they did. So, you know, these are cheaters. These are the Wall Street control grid. They're frauds and riggers. It's not a real market. Stay ready, go short at the market. You're going short at the market. 69, looking for move down to 50. Ideally 69. Short is where we got them. Blasting them down. You should have been ready. 69 short. If they get back above 68, you can re-short it again here. 69 short. I'm looking for them to blast. They should be able to blast down under 60. Look at the bullshit here. So they should be able to blast under 60 and at least head for 55. So let's try to target a smaller gain here. 69 blasting down to 55. So that means like 56 or lower, but I'm looking for them to take out 60 and smoke them down to at least the 55 area. And that means for trading purposes, 56 or lower. Let's get them down under 60 and blast them under 56 or lower here. Look at the resistance, letting them go here. Let's get them down to 56 or lower here. Trying to hit them one more time. It's totally fake here. Propping them up. Look at them getting propped up by the riggers. Let them go, riggers, you stupid idiots. Look at this garbage. Let them go, riggers. Hold on, be patient. We're trying to get them down to 56. We're trying to break 60 down. Look at how they're not letting 60 break. 60 should crack. We should be able to get 56. That's all we're looking for. Let's get them out. Let's get 60 out of the way and smash them down to 56. Ideally, 56, 57 or lower, 57. This damn stalling and propping is when I raise the price a little bit. Trying to get 57. Get them out of the way here. Get them out. These damn idiots. Look at them propping this up. Damn it. We should have already hit 57 or lower. That's the new number I gave you. Is 58's the low. Let's hit them one more time. See if we can hit 60 one more time and get him down to 57. This is such fraud. Look at the fraud and the propping and all this crap. Hold on a second here. Stay ready to jump out anytime. Trying to get 60 to take another hit. And we'll get him down to 57. There it is.
Order filled.
57's out. Now I noticed we started 55. They just went to 53.50. 55, when I'm calling 55, means 56 or lower, and then I raised it to 57 because you could see why in here they started propping them back up to 64. They're doing the same thing now, but we had that final blast, which I was expecting, and we got the 53 half coming in on the low, knocking out our 57s. Therefore, again, we were short at 69, and we got them out at 57. And that's a small gain, but a nice gain. 12 points. 12 points. Like I said now, because we work in these micro time frames and because of the psychological and neurological pressure of trading and possibly my analysis and everything, sometimes it seems like we've been trading. I don't know if you feel this way. Think about it. Feels like we've been trading for a couple hours because we're doing a lot of work and there's a lot of pressure. It's only been 1 hour. But you see, I don't care where they're going to be in 2 hours. I don't care about the close. I could trade all day and do this all day, but I'm not going to do that. That's not what we do. Our room is a low cost, $149 a month utility bill. Keep it on auto pay. Don't ever stop it. If you do, getting back in the room is going to be a lot harder for you. Just keep that in mind. It's not like, oh, you're going to cancel now and come back in a month. No, you're not. It's going to cost you $500 to come back in, most likely, somewhere around there. You should be aware of that. I do not want to play games with people who aren't serious. I'm getting up every day, hours before the market opens, and preparing at night and doing everything I can to get us into these trades. So just keep that in mind. Okay, mission accomplished. 38 points plus 12. Look at that, a beautiful shining 50-point gain today. We're done trading for the day. You should be proud of yourselves. Pat yourselves on the back. High five yourself. There, you hear that? See, I'm high-fiving myself. Run lines through all the previous numbers and put a circle around 50. 5 trades, 1 small loss, 50 points. Let's do the final math here. 50 points times $20. Look at that, $1,000 per contract. $1,000 per contract. And you write all these trades down there. Calvin, write down all those trades and just make sure, and you're going to lose all your fear. But it takes time. You can't do it overnight or in a few weeks, or just, it's a long-term process. That's what I'm saying. Just forget about the monthly cost here. It's very small. I'm not trying to make any money off anybody. We're just trying to make you money. And our utility pays you a ridiculous amount of profit every day. So thanks so much again for joining with us and trading with us. Give me a quick second. I'll be right with you.